So I request Mr. Yugank Chaturvedi to kindly come on the stage, please. Everyone give a big hand for the sir, please.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith. A very good morning to everybody. I can see some students standing at the back. Kindly make them get seated, please. On both the sides. The ones who have just entered. Pandey ensure that anybody who comes, we have the corner seats vacant and those students can immediately be seated there, please. Yeah, good morning everyone. And welcome you students on your day of the Freshers Welcome today, which is Aagman-2021. No two doubts about the same. We had a fabulous day yesterday for your fellow batch students of 𝗹𝗶𝗸𝗍𝗀𝗃, BC and BCom honors. And as the day went yesterday, I'm very sure of the fact that we'll have the same, and maybe with seeing the bright faces and the jam-packed audience today, I feel that it's going to be even better today. So with that feel, we would get started. I just got stood and spoke few words to you. I would reiterate and repeat that again. Just a few minutes back, we gave tribute and homage to the brave soldiers who lost their lives in the tragic helicopter crash, including our Chief of the Defense Services, General 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗀. And that makes me remember about one basic fact. As I said to you maybe during the orientation address also, a lot of my family people who are in the armed forces, and no two doubts when I meet them, when I visit their families, or they come to me and we have evenings together, one thing which I get amazed and I get very, inspired is to look at the discipline in their lives. An absolute astute discipline in their lives, and I suppose this is what makes them achieve what they wish to achieve in their lives. So I would expect all of you students who are seated today and are commencing their academic journey, though your online classes have since started already, as said you have started, but a formal Freshers Welcome as was being requested by a good section of students on the orientation day, and post that also I kept getting a lot of messages, etc. So we have adhered to that. We have respected their feelings, and that is the reason that we have the Freshers Welcome for you in an offline mode, which did not happen last year for your senior students who are in the third semester now. And I'll expect all of you to remain in absolute discipline and code of conduct today, because that would only allow us to enjoy the day. I've always seen one thing, as I see there are thousands of students in this college. Out of those thousands of students, the black sheep always remain to be 25-30 only. And as a result of those 25-30, the remaining 2,400 students, they suffer. And I expect that today, as we are seated in this hall, with this gathering of more than around, say, as much as I'm aware of the seating capacity of the hall, so we are nearing something around 200, a little lesser to 200, as I see very, very few seats vacant. So keeping that in mind, even if 10% of you indulges in mischief, which means around 20 students amongst you, the remaining 160 students would not be able to enjoy it the way they can enjoy the day. But I, as Director General, I can vouch it for you all, whether it's today or it's in the coming 5 years of your stay in this college. I repeated it earlier also. You'll find Yugank Chaturvedi as a very good guide, an excellent friend, somebody to always be there next to you for your feelings, for your wants, for your desires. but not tolerating any misconduct. So that is one thing, please keep it at the back of your mind, and with that we'll get started for today. No two doubts, two things I would love to express here only, because a lot of you students have been asking for online classes and offline classes, etc., etc. Let me reiterate it once again over here, since a complete plethora of the first year students of law are very much seated in the auditorium, that till we do not get a complete directive from Delhi Disaster Management Authority, Government of NCT of Delhi, Directorate of Higher Education, which then follows their directive, and then that directive or Directorate of Higher Education is then being followed by 𝗺 𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗀 University, your university, and that flows down then to the affiliated colleges to be followed. We are not a private college or a private university affiliated college that we can kind of, still go ahead with things, though even they are also supposed to adhere. If today schools are closed, it doesn't mean only government schools would be closed. Schools are closed means all schools are closed. If educational institutions are closed, that doesn't mean that we private or government, all institutions are closed. But what is the thing is that a lot of colleges, a lot of universities which are in the NCR region, like Noida, Greater Noida, Gurgaon and all, because they do not fall in the periphery of Delhi, and certain regulations and advisories which do not apply on them, then of course they remain with certain statutes of their own, which we cannot do. We are adhering absolutely to what the government says, and we have to follow that. But understanding the apathy of you all students, and I can understand it more for you, that you having spent your complete 12th class in an online mode, I can really understand that having started your first semester also in an online mode would have been little disgusting, little frustrating, and like that. No two doubts. Anybody would love to get one's college life started at the college campus itself, and so do we wish that to happen, because as I've always said, you are like birds to a jungle, and any jungle without the chirping of the birds looks very deserted and looks very horrifying. So does the CPJ campus without its birds, and the birds are nobody but you, the students. So we wish for that day to be arriving soon as possible. Really, let's pray for the thing that this Omicron and something like that shouldn't really, come out with any wave or anything like that, and we are able to be here in an offline mode, back to the college campus for your classes. But in the meantime, what we have done is so that you remain in constant touch with the college, you remain in a contact and a connect with your college, with your faculties, with your seniors, etc., etc., from the teaching fraternity. What has been done is that offline we will be conducting a lot of events in an offline mode, and this is how it will go. For example, you are going to be having an excellent personality development program with me to initiate, to get started with your first semester on the 23rd of December, which was supposed to be on the 16th, but I was preoccupied that day. Some sudden thing had come in, personal, so it was being rescheduled to 23rd, and you would be here on 23rd. So such programs, such events would be in an offline mode, and the classes would remain in an online mode till we get the directive to get started. So let's wish and let's pray that day comes soon as possible. So it won't take much time because it's your day and not my day today. My day would be on the 23rd, and I would definitely be having a very good, nice time with you, and really expect you all to be present on that day. It will be a beautiful day, believe my words. It will be something excellent. I shouldn't say it myself, but as always, all students have always felt whenever they have had any sessions or any PDP things with me. So must attend that on the 23rd in your full flow, and that is it. So wishing you the best for the day, and literally wishing it forward that it's going to be a beautiful, when the thing gets started beautifully, definitely, as it said, well begun is half done. So like it's the first day of your connect to the college, and let's wish the day goes with a wonderful feel. It be a repetition of yesterday and remains even more fabulous. Thank you so much. Love you all and take care. Yeah.